Good evening, everyone. We are gathering together again. Today, we're going to talk about toxic load, but specifically topical toxic load and getting rid of some of the toxins in our body, why it's so important. We've talked about different ways of detoxification. As you probably have heard, doTERRA is on a big detoxification kick. Over the last few months, they've been talking a lot about why we need to detoxify, what are all the things we need to do, internal, external, whether it's products for our home, products for our person, actually performing or taking products that can help us detoxify internally. And I've gone through that with you many, many times. Today, we're actually going to introduce some brand new products. Some of them are available in the US market. Some of them are coming real soon. The cool thing is these are the types of things that we're going to see in our baskets over the next few months. So I wanted you aware of these. You may not have actually seen them. Maybe you didn't know the pricing, but we've got some really interesting products, and we've got some cool gifts for today for anybody who's staying on. Anyone who's on the live, you're going to stay on, and of course we have a lucky draw at the end. So today, as always, it's Monday. I'm here talking in English. On Thursdays, I'm usually here back again talking in Spanish. To everyone who's saying hi Megan, hi Ida, Linda, hello. Angeline, hello to everyone. I hope you had a really good weekend. We have had some beautiful weather here. I've also been blessed to have I have a house guest visiting me. She is a French friend who I know for many years. She's my children's French teacher. I want to just do a little shout out to Giti. Thank you so much for always being a wonderful friend to us and to our family. She taught our children French from the time they were toddlers. And she's actually moving back to France. So we're going to miss her an enormous amount, but just a great lady. And we're so proud and honored to know her. So thank you, Giti, and thank you to everyone who's joining us today. If you're joining us from Europe and you speak French, on parle français ici, and we'd love to welcome you in the future, perhaps to a French class or a Spanish class, anytime you're interested. Okay, so today we're talking about goodbye to toxins. It's an interesting class. This is one of those classes that doTERRA actually came up with very recently. You may not have seen it yet. I'm going to present it in my own kind of goofy way. As you know, I always try to put a twist on things. I see a couple of other people saying hi. Shwasiu is saying hi, and Joanna is saying hi. So hi, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. It's a beautiful day here in New Jersey. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. The other fun thing that we've been doing here, I don't know if you know, and hello, this is a big shout out to Singapore. We've been watching on TV Formula One racing. So if you are a Formula One racing fan, I know that sounds like a totally oddball thing to bring up, but it's been occupying our Sundays, actually Saturdays and Sundays, because Saturdays are the qualifiers, Sundays are the races. Almost every other week for the last few weeks, there was a show actually on Netflix that came out about Formula One racing, and we are hooked. So what does that have to do with what does it have to do with essential oils? Well, I will say that if I were in a racing car all the time, or I was a mechanic working with racing cars and with greasy oil and kind of toxic things and metals, I would want to detoxify. The other thing that I would want to do is I want to make sure that my skin was in good shape, and I wasn't using any additional products on my skin. So if you are a Formula One racing fan, so Singapore, I know that you used to have live races. In fact, I've been in Singapore right before the races have started. I've actually never seen a race there, but I've been in Monte Carlo for the races. And I hear there's one in Montreal. There are 21 races, 20 cars, a lot of fun. If you get a chance to see any one of them, if you've ever seen a live race, let me know in the chat. And if you're an American, if you've never seen Formula One, maybe you've seen NASCAR or Indy 500, but needless to say, there's a lot of ways that you can be enjoying your summer, even if you're not going very far. So this is kind of a summer thing that we've been enjoying. And I hope as you listen to the presentation, you're going to get a couple of tips for things that you can enjoy this summer, even if you're not going far, because some of us really are not going that far at all. Maybe we're going as far as our television, but that's about it. So welcome everyone. I'm going to, I want to share my screen with you so you get a sense of what's going on, what we're talking about, and keep talking to me in the chat. You know how I love to hear from you and how we love to really get a sense of what's going on. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up, please. For my dear friends who are looking at my screen and can see me too. Let's see if we can get this to play. There we go. So we're talking about goodbye toxins, hello nature. Kind of an interesting presentation today. Let's talk briefly. I'm going to talk briefly about my story. So I was always one of those people who love to use organic and natural things. And I've said to you sometimes on this presentation, I was one of those crazy people who would drive 40 miles to get one really dirty but organic carrot, and I would bring it home, and my husband would say, what the heck is that? What is that dirty thing? And I would say, no, but it's organic. It was not grown with pesticides. And it was a big deal to me, even before I had children, to make sure that I was eating healthy food. So making sure that the things that I was ingesting were really as natural as possible. If you grew up on a farm or near a farm, you know, or maybe even if you're a gardener, you know what it is to eat fresh foods right from the ground. If you have ever had a farm or live near a farm, or you're a gardener, even if you have a small plot or small pot that you're growing a few greens or herbs, please let me know in the chat. I have to say that I have a nice piece of property behind me, but I also have tons of deer and other small animals and pests that come and want to eat everything. So I grow most of my vegetables actually in very large pots, and I put them out on my back patio, and there's a part of my patio that's protected, and they can't get down there so well, but it still gets plenty of sun, and I'm able to water everything, and I grow herbs and lettuces and tomatoes and things, and it's really a lot of fun. So Teresa's telling us she is a farmer's daughter, but it's her husband that has the green thumb. Okay, so anybody else, tell me if you're growing anything, even if you've got a pot of herbs on your windowsill. That's really the way to go. You want to try to get things as fresh as possible. It really does make a difference. So as I mentioned, I've always been one of the people who wanted to eat things that were pure. And then I began to realize, wow, the things that I'm putting in my body may not be so pure. And it really became a challenge for me to look at and read different labels and assess what was going on. Here's the other thing that many of us don't recognize. When we put things on our bodies, they actually interact with other things in our environment. So for example, if I use hand cream, right? And then I use a different face cream, and I use a deodorant, and I wash my hair, of course, and maybe I use conditioner, all of those things will have microparticles that will linger on my body. They don't evaporate or go away immediately, and they've never been tested together, which is interesting. Sometimes if we use the same brand of shampoo and conditioner, they will have been tested together. And so as I'm lathering up my hair, somebody in some laboratory somewhere has tested that my shampoo and my conditioner are not going to make my head fall off or all my hair fall out, right? But have they tested those things with other brands or other chemicals? The answer unequivocally is no, they have not. And so we have to be really mindful when we use products, especially if we're mixing products from different companies. What are we getting? What is that chemical soup that we're getting that's applied to our body? We've got a couple of Sipic Linda. And Linda, I don't know if I should be pronouncing the first four letters there. She says, she tells us that she has papaya, coconut, and durian in her backyard. Oh my gosh, what a lucky lady. When my husband actually grew up in a tropical country, and he had guavas and avocado and mango trees in his backyard. And it's interesting, he does not really eat a lot of like American style, what I consider American style fruits, things like apples, because he didn't grow up eating them. And so he's just not interested. That's just the way it is. Okay, so this might not be your first time learning about toxins, because you know that I've talked about this several times. Some of you have even listened to my other presentations, but this one is a little bit different because we're going to be hearing about some brand new products. We're going to start going over some of the background context first, just in case for anybody who's brand new, and then we're going to really dive deeply. I actually, can you believe it? I think I have a little video. Let's see if I can make it work.
We're exposed to countless toxins every day. Every breath, every bite, every minute under the sun introduces us to substances and chemicals, natural or synthetic, that can impact our health. Perfumes, lotions, shampoos, skincare. These products are filled with potentially harmful chemicals. Our bodies are programmed to manage toxins. But if you get overloaded by too many, it can have major effects on your daily and long-term health. The skin is your body's largest organ and one of its best filters. But we make it hard for the skin to do its job when we lather it in synthetic products. American women use an average of 12 personal care products that contain more than 160 chemicals. Men use an average of 6 personal care products that contain more than 85 chemicals. In the process of trying to help your skin look, feel, and smell beautiful, it's actually increasing your body's toxic load. You can't control every toxin that you come in contact with, but you can control what you put on your skin. You don't have to feel powerless against toxins. You can swap out any product that might be harmful for natural, safe products. With the doTERRA hair care line, you can nourish, strengthen, and protect your hair with shampoo and conditioner full of nature's best ingredients made without harmful toxins. And with the Vera Skincare collection and Yarrow Pom, you can give your face special treatment daily, naturally. When you look at the labels of products you use every day, you get to decide, will I put this on my body? Or will I put this in the garbage? With pure doTERRA essential oils and essential oil infused products, it's easy to say, goodbye toxins. Hello nature.
Okay, so that's obviously a doTERRA video, but what's fun about it, and let me know if you can now see the slide that says, what's a toxin? Please, if anybody in the chat could just let me know. Sometimes when we switch it back and forth from the videos to the slides, we can't see the slides. If you can see my slide, please let me know. Great, thank you, everyone. So let's talk a little bit about what's a toxin. So we're exposed, as our friend, the lady announcer was telling us, countless toxins in everything we do, from sources we may not be even aware of. Every breath, every bite, every minute under the sun, they all introduce you to substances and chemicals, natural or synthetic, that can negatively impact our health. So a toxin is any substance that places undue stress on the body. And the toxic load is basically the addition of each toxin to every other one, the sum of those toxic substances, right? And we put a burden on our body, right? Because they accumulate and they burden and place a harsh load, if you will, on the organs of the body, anything that's on our body or we're exposed to over a longer period of time. So the burden of our body's toxic load does matter. The consequences of too heavy toxic load can be any sorts of physical imbalances, negative effects of wellness, and will influence, of course, our daily and long-term health. So why do we ever allow toxins in our bodies? Sometimes we can't help it. Sometimes we live in cities or close to them and we breathe them in. Sometimes we're exposed to something like walking through a grocery store and all of a sudden we're in the soap and detergent aisle and we know that we're breathing in the chemicals, but we really have to run to the end of the aisle before we can get away from everything. We don't know what types of cleaners are being used in the stores that we shop in, or even the things that are being sprayed in the air. I know that I go to some shopping venues where they continuously spray perfumes in the air. My nose is getting itchy just thinking about it. And when I walk in, it feels like an assault on my senses. Those are probably not natural scents. So we want to make sure that we're avoiding these as much as possible. So let's see, what can we do about these toxins? We were told that women use an average of 12 personal care products that contain more than 160 chemicals, and men on average use only 6 personal care products. I have to say, my husband and my son definitely bear that out. They hardly use anything besides shampoo, and my son's always looking for one product that does everything. So he wants shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all in one, which is a little hard to take sometimes from him. But we've got him down to at least the doTERRA products. He's not using the conditioner, and the doTERRA body wash, which he really likes. We don't mean to mix these toxins. We don't do it usually willingly. It's most of the time it's inadvertent. And the toxins are hidden to us for the most part. They sneak into the products we use every single day. Everything from the washing soap that we use at our sink, perfumes, lotions, skincare, lots of different things that maybe we wouldn't ordinarily realize have toxins. According to the Environmental Working Group, we are exposed to these toxins more than ever, despite the fact that we're trying to make inroads, as you know, into more natural care products. And the natural care products industry has exploded. Many products that say they're natural on the label are not actually natural at all. So you really do need to read your labels and find out what's in my product and what am I ingesting, or what I unwillingly being exposed to. When functioning properly, your body is an efficient toxic load minimizing machine. What does that mean? It basically means that our liver and our kidneys and all of our filtering agents, including our lungs, are working properly to eliminate toxins from our body. So anything, the mucous membranes that line our nose, mouth, and throat are meant to trap foreign particles. Inside our digestive tract, millions of microorganisms, probiotics or good bacteria, maintain digestive efficiency and support our immune system's ability to respond. Finally, the liver and the kidneys, as I mentioned before, identify and eliminate toxins from your blood. So you've got lots of organs that should be working properly and should be able to eliminate all these toxins. This is when our toxic load, though, is light, right? Our body is much more efficient and effective at tackling any toxins that it encounters. When functioning well, the body is a toxic load, basically filtering machine. That's what it's made to do. But your body becomes less efficient at managing toxins as the toxic load increases. You can really have long-term health effects as a result of increasing toxic load. And when you think your body may be functioning at its best, it's hindered or it slows down, which could lead to a lot of, you see this poor person sitting here, then they can't run at all because they just have no more energy left. You can control what you bring into your home. You want to minimize, as I said, any sorts of toxins. This is a great makeup drawer for a lady. This looks kind of similar to my drawer, but my drawer is neater. I don't throw all my stuff in there like that, but this is just for visual sake, of course. I've replaced, I would say, 99% of everything that I use. There are very few exceptions. I would say maybe, and I'm just being honest with you, I would say probably just sunscreen is one of them. I do use myrrh oil if I'm going out for short bursts of time, but if I were going to the beach and I was going to sit in the sun for a long period of time, I would probably use a product with sunscreen. Very careful to screen those products beforehand and make sure only those products would be used. The other thing that I use outside of the doTERRA line, but that is perfectly natural, is a very thick ointment that I sometimes use for cuts and burns. And I've posted that many times and it's on the website somewhere. You can take a look at it. It's very similar to our Correct X or our, help me. What's the Correct X called in Singapore? The Correct X, I want to call it Rid-X, but I know that's not it. The Correct X product, and but doesn't contain any essential oils, which just means I can use it with essential oils. And it's basically a blend of beeswax and cocoa butter, shea butter. Response X. Thank you, Betty and Wenwei. Thanks for giving that to me. So you have choices. Don't want to have to settle for anything less. You want to protect your home and family with natural products. I'm going to talk about those wonderful skincare products, those hair care products, brand new. I didn't know that they were going to be revealed in the video, or if I did, I was really kind of I wanted to give a big reveal to you at the end, but at least now we're going to know some of the pricing. Outside of the US, they're going to be available for NFR only I would say in the next month or so, but some of the other products are in the US are going to be available to put in your LRP, which is really kind of cool. So we want to ditch things that are fragrance ridden, full of synthetics, and switch to natural versions, because it's a serious issue. We know the difference between doTERRA, what's pure, and we want to pursue what's pure. The quality of essential oils really does make a difference. For those of you who are brand new to doTERRA, the essential oil industry is really littered with adulteration. Little regulation is done of any of the essential oil markets. And as the demand for essential oils grows, so does adulteration and contamination of the products. Adulteration usually stems from brokers. A broker is a person who purchases essential oils from a farmer and resells them in another market. That person will sometimes extend the essential oil using fillers or other chemicals because they want to have more of the product available. Or they contaminate the product either willingly or unwillingly, like by storing it in places that maybe are just not as clean as they should be. We do not buy from brokers. doTERRA does not buy from brokers. We partner with farmers, which is a completely different model than any of the other essential oil companies out on the market. Often companies that sell essential oils may not even know that their essential oils and products that they sell are adulterated. They buy from a broker that they think that they trust, not realizing that they're being duped because they may not have the resources, the broker may not, or expertise. The company may not have the expertise to test for the most sophisticated kinds of adulteration. And they unknowingly advertise their products as pure when in fact it's really just not the case. Let's talk about doTERRA for a minute. We know we have rigorous third-party and internal testing, and we know that CPTG in English stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade. So please make a note of it. This is new nomenclature for us. Tested grade as opposed to our former nomenclature. And if you're at all confused, someone can post the former name in our chat. The reason we got to tested grade as opposed to our former name for that T is because T really is very, very specific. It indicates exactly what our products go through. And the other word that we used to use is a little bit more vague. There's no body or regulating agency that determines what therapeutic really means. Therapeutic is a term that we had adopted early on in our history of doTERRA, but we've been advised by many different agencies that perhaps it's not the most clear. And so we've gone to the nomenclature Certified Pure Tested Grade. So any single batch more importantly, every batch of doTERRA essential oil undergoes rigorous testing, both third-party and internal, every step of the way to ensure that your oil is free of contamination and adulteration of any kind. And if you know that the oils are pure from the source to you, that means you can have peace of mind and when you choose to bring them into your home and use them on your body. I'm going to show you a little family here. This lady is a young woman. She's super young, actually. Her name is Rukin. These two boys are her sons. She is a widow, but she's able to provide for her family as a lemongrass grower. And she's an example of one of the many, many people around the world who work as farmers and are now able to support their families with a living wage. You can hear actually more about her story if you go online and you type in lemongrass behind the bottle. You know that doTERRA has some YouTube videos. They're really fun. You can actually go, not every oil, but many of the oils have a rich story about someone or a group of people who have worked tirelessly within their community to bring the essential oils to market, and also to work hand in hand with doTERRA so that we are helping them and they are helping us. You also know that we have, doTERRA has a system called co-impact sourcing. You can learn all about it at sourcetoyou.com. Let's dive in like real fast to our latest products, which I'm super happy to announce, our hair care. Can you believe it? Finally, I have to say, I love the packaging. I have, as we all do, right, the brown bottles. And I have to say, in bathrooms today, at least my bathroom at home, my bathroom's not brown. I want something more neutral. And I love the blue, beige, and green, just very super clean and spa-like. 3 products: the protecting shampoo, the daily conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner, which is a completely new product. You're going to spray that on, detangle your hair, just kind of comb it through and leave it on, right? Products are free of sulfates, silicones, phenyloxyethylene, phthalates, and parabens, all things that you wouldn't want to put on your body because they are hormone disruptors, which basically means that they block our bodies from doing the things that we want them to do efficiently and quickly, no matter what our age is. The prices, actually, I have to say, are pretty decent. 500 milliliters for the large size and 100 milliliters for the travel size. So those 3 little bottles in the front, the shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, are going to be available as a travel trio. The travel trio will be $29.50 US. Don't know our PVs yet. We only know the wholesale prices, but we do know that each and every bottle will contain oils like peppermint, tea tree, eucalyptus, and spearmint. And let's also talk about that, specifically about that leave-in conditioner, because that's going to have some really cool products. I think it's going to make the hair smell terrific as well. I know it's hard to see from what I'm doing today, but I actually have kind of curly, thick hair. Most of the time, I either blow dry it or straighten it, but I do definitely need something to get it to be manageable, because when I get out of the shower, it's a little crazy, folks. So I'm looking forward to the leave-in conditioner. It's going to have wild orange, lime, blue tansy, and magnolia, and osmanthus extract. So your hair is going to smell just divine. It's going to be delicious. So this is coming soon. We don't know exactly what the release date is, but I'm thinking by the middle of July we should see these products. And certainly at the US convention, I'm sure for those of you who are attending, they're going to have samples there for you to try, as they always have sample of all of our products. Going back, let's go ahead also to our Vera Skincare line. So we're talking about using products that are terrific for our skin. You all know about Farage. We've talked about it here so many times: the cleanser, toner, the hydrating serum, and the moisturizer. Really high quality ingredients, just all work together very well. I do want to point out let's talk for a minute about Immortelle and why the hydrating serum is so important. So you all know about Immortelle. You've heard about the roll-on. Many of you have used it for years. You know that it's a blend of frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. And the Immortelle hydrating serum actually incorporates that essential oil blend plus the lipids of olive, jojoba, and macadamia oils. So it is really enriching to the skin. If you are someone who has very dry skin, or you live in a climate like mine, a temperate climate, where you do see a lot of cold, dry weather in the winter, you may want to use some of our other product lines for moisturizing your skin. But as a general rule, the day-to-day moisturizers and toners and serum available in the Virage set are wonderful. For the majority of these people that are on this call, you know that you are located, for the most part, for many people that are listening to me live, you're located in very warm climates close to the equator, where these lighter moisturizers are really wonderful. They can remove oils from the skin, really cleanse the skin, keep the skin looking fresh and beautiful. So my last product that I'm going to talk about actually is Yarrow Pom. So for those of you who were here last week, we talked about the Yarrow Palm capsules. Obviously, the Yarrow Palm capsules are this particular product in a capsule. That's actually not always the case for all of our capsules, but it is true for this. The cool thing about our nutritive, our active botanical Yarrow Palm essential oil blend is that it can be taken internally. Now, I know in different markets, it's not always marked on the label, but this is a product that can be taken internally. It is from cold pressed pomegranate seed oil. So it's that's why it has that, yarrow gives it the blue color, and the pomegranate seed oil gives it that richness. It's wonderful for your skin, but the internal benefits, and we talked about this a little bit last week, it offers antioxidant benefits as well as support for your immune system, cellular health, and nervous system. And we talked about maintaining the flexibility of our internal organs, and also our arteries and everything connected with our circulatory system, to make sure that those circulatory organs stay supple and young, right? We don't want any of our organs or our connective tissue hardening up and then causing us problems, because that's what happens to us. So take your Yarrow Palm, whether you're taking the capsules or you're taking the drops. You can put these drops right into your hand and then use them on your face or anywhere else on your body that you think you would need it. Or you can take that dropper, drop a few dropperfuls right into a glass of water and drink it down. I would not recommend this product for children. I'm sorry, let me clarify there. I wouldn't recommend that children drink this product, that they take it internally. I would, however, perhaps put it on the soles of the feet of the child, especially if they were having any sort of a skin issue. We do know children who have issues with very dry, crusty, white skin. And I want to make sure that when we're using it on children, we may even need to dilute it more with fractionated coconut oil, depending on the age of the child. But in general, this is a product that's going to be safe to apply to the soles of the feet of most children. So let's say age 4 and up. Under the age of 4, I would either dilute, or I would use a different product, perhaps just lavender with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil if they were having a skin concern. You want to also make sure that when you're taking it internally, you're thinking about how it's refreshing your internal skin, if you will, and your external, right? So it can help activate skin protecting proteins that inhibit elasticity breakdown and promote collagen production, while topical use of Yarrow Palm is just super nourishing to the skin. So we're not getting that same effect if we're taking it just topically, but we do want to inhibit elasticity. Oh, I'm sorry, we want to increase elasticity, as much as possible. That's what makes us look supple and young for longer. Exterior, we're using on the exterior on your skin. You will see that it has a smoothing, rejuvenating, and revitalizing effect that's going to help your complexion to grow. If you've never used it before, and it doesn't show this in the picture, you will know that if you apply it, when you first apply it to your skin, it does give your skin like a bluish cast. So almost looks like a bruise at first, but it fades quickly. So even if you put it all over your face and you think, oh my gosh, what did I do? Let me scrub this off. Not necessary. As it begins to absorb, the blue will absolutely go away. So it's a temporary effect. Don't be alarmed. You'll be going from the inside out with using your Yarrow Palm, but this is 3 quick ways that we can use natural products in our everyday life. Here's actually one more. I think I have 2 more actually. On Guard sanitizing wipes. Now, the packaging that you see on the right-hand side is not yet available in the US. We are still getting those wipes in small containers, small boxes, with each individual wipe being individually packed. This solution, which you can leave on a counter or you can put in a car or leave in a classroom, is really a very effective way to clean your hands and be gentle on your skin. infused with On Guard and aloe leaf extract. So you know they're not going to be drying to the skin. They do contain alcohol, so that means they're 99.9% effective against most common germs. So you're getting the cleaning and moisturizing and also antitoxic effects of most of our doTERRA products, but specifically the ones that we need to clean and keep our hands fresh. If you haven't tried any of our wellness programs, they are amazing. Outside of the US, they are available for NFR only. So, but our 5 systems, including respiratory, sleep, immunity, mind, mood, and relief, have been very, very popular. If you haven't had a chance to pick up one of these sets, I really highly recommend it. I have to say, I had gotten the immunity, mind, mood, and relief when they first came out, and I recently set myself up for the respiratory and the sleep kits. So I can't wait to get those. I love opening up the box. It's like getting a little present. It's so fun. And there's so many little gadgets in there. It's I don't know. If you like little things and you like collections and you love doTERRA products, you'll love these. And the one thing I do love about them is that you can take them on if you're traveling. You can throw them in your bag, and they're lightweight. Each one of those bags is made of neoprene, so they're not heavy, easy to take around with you. We know that there are also 3 ways to buy doTERRA's products. First way is retail, which is of course the most expensive way to buy. You might do this if you were buying a one-time purchase. Maybe if you went into, I don't know, a professional setting like a massage spa or a chiropractor's clinic. Second way is to buy wholesale, similar to an annual membership from Costco or any of the big box retailers. Wholesale gives you access to great prices, great products at lower prices. And the wholesale membership allows you to purchase at 25% below retail, and the membership is only $35 a year in the US. It pays for itself almost instantly, depending on what you're purchasing. If you were to buy the Yarrow Pom alone, for example, one of the products that we just showed, and nothing else at wholesale instead of retail price today, right? That's about $32 in savings. So it's a big amount, and basically that's one purchase and you've already saved nearly your entire membership fee for the whole year. Third way and the way that I purchase is actually below wholesale, and I think that's the smartest, most cost-effective way to purchase your products. You can buy below wholesale by purchasing products or kits in collections. So the kits in the collections I really love. When you become a member, most of us started by buying a kit. Kits like our natural solutions kits, if you've tried them or seen them recently, can include more than 30 products, including a dozen or so of our most popular essential oils and versatile essential oil blends, several of the highest quality supplements you can ask for, a handful of doTERRA products, spa bath items, even, and more. And really, the savings on the kits, especially as you become a member for the first time, are really very, very generous. The other thing is that the bigger kits include 1 year of doTERRA membership for free. So that's a great perk if you're purchasing a kit right from the beginning. And of course, as time goes on, you can purchase some of the kits that I just showed you. It's a great way to really purchase your things on a regular basis through our loyalty rewards points program. You know that our loyalty rewards points program helps everyone, right? No matter what they're purchasing, to get additional discounts on their products. In addition, if you're purchasing 125 PV before the 15th of the month, you're going to get a free product each and every month. And I have to say, I've gotten that free product every month since I started 8 years ago. So 8 times 12, 96 products, almost 100 free products I've gotten over the life of my doTERRA membership. And of course, I renew my membership every year and I really love it. And when I renew, I also get a free product. So certainly over 100 products. And at Christmas time, there's usually a little something extra in the box, just to say thank you and happy holidays to all of us. But I love my loyalty rewards program. I love the fact that my products are delivered straight to my door. It makes everything so much easier for me and for my family. And my 2 kids are visiting at least for the summer. As you probably heard, my daughter is moving on. She's going to be moving to Austin, Texas, Texas, quite a distance from me, but she's taking her LRP with her. So her LRP that had been delivered here, and we would swap from time to time. She really loves the kids probiotic and a couple of other products, the Digest Zen products. I always felt like I could dip into her LRP, but I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. So she's got her own LRP. I have my own LRP, and all my family members have different products that they order on a regular basis. It helps everybody to get the things that they need when they need them, and at greater discounts even than wholesale. We also know that there are 3 types of people who probably, if you're listening to this presentation, maybe if you're here live, you've already decided you want to be in category 3. You've zoomed right to the number 3. But if you're listening to this for the first time, maybe you're hearing this on YouTube and if you've never heard this before, and certainly if you've got someone who's interested perhaps in purchasing products in the future, you can use this video and send it along to a friend so that they can feel comfortable with just listening to what's going on in doTERRA, some of the new things that are going on. You can send them a text message and attach the video. The videos are always available on YouTube. And if you click the subscribe button and ring the bell, you can hear about every single video that we have. But the 3 types of people that usually come in contact with doTERRA are, number 1, are those who just want to live a natural wellness lifestyle. And I have to say, in the beginning or many years ago, that was probably me. Before I came in contact with doTERRA. Second type of person, and to those people, obviously, we're going to share products with them. Maybe they want to share with their friends and family a little bit, and we want to support them, right? We want to support anyone. We want to support you. There's tons of free essential oil education and a generous, loyal customer reward program, our LRP program. So even if you're not interested in sharing, just want to live a natural lifestyle, there's plenty available for you. Second type of person is maybe sitting here listening to me and thinking, oh, my mother needs these oils, or my friend would love to learn about these. These people naturally want to share what they love, and doTERRA supports this type of person by rewarding those who share products. As they share over time, they can earn enough to pay for the oils that they purchase each month. There are millions of people all over the world who are currently receiving essential oils this way from doTERRA. So they're sharing a little bit, just enough to get compensated for their own products to be paid for free. The third type of person, and I think that's most of the people that are listening to me now, but maybe a couple of others, maybe as a person who's listening and thinking, that's what I want to do. I want to change people's lives by educating them about the power of essential oils. doTERRA rewards those types of people in category 3, and that includes me, through an incredibly generous compensation plan. And as people educate others about the power of essential oils, they can earn enough to supplement their income and experience more control over their time and finances. And that's certainly been my experience. When I joined doTERRA 8 years ago, I don't know if I really knew what to expect, but what I've gained are friends, connections, family, and a community of like-minded people. People are always thinking about their health and their wellness, and I can feel like I can pick up the phone anytime and say to someone, hey, what do you think about this? Or have you heard that? Or have you tried this other thing? Or what's going on in your neck of the woods? And I'll always get a straight answer. And I feel so welcomed by everybody who's on this call today, and also everybody who listens in later on. You've been a super generous audience, and also just very genuine with me. And I love that. And I really appreciate that. So if you're a second or a third type of person, tell me in the chat if you're a 2 or a 3. So if you're here just to have your oils paid for, give me a 2. If you're here because you're sharing with others and you're looking for compensation, or you've already been compensated, let me know quickly in the chat. Okay, I got a quick 3 from Megan. Thank you. I got a 2 from Anne, 2 from Angeline. Okay, Koo says, woo, really fast, 3. Sophia says 3. David Lou says 3. Mary says 3. Tan, Eileen says 1 and 2. Okay. Eliana says 1, 2, and 3. Interesting. Okay, great. Wei Su says 2. Wendy says 2. Thank you, everybody, for sharing with us. Erna is a 1. Okay. Anybody who's a 1, a 2, or a 3, I just want to congratulate you for having been here and for really listening in and staying here until the end. We do have some fun prizes that we're going to give away to anybody who's on the live. Thank you for everyone also for being honest. I love the fact that we have a variety of people on these calls in the morning and that you're getting different sorts of information. I have to say the thrill that I got when I finally earned enough money in a check to be able to pay for my own essential oils was really a great thing. That moment when I realized, oh, I basically just got my essential oils for free. They were paid for because I did a little bit of sharing. Was a great kind of thump, thump, thump moment. I felt, I don't know, I'm doing the right thing. I'm really moving in the right direction. Thank you, everyone. Angelina says 1 and 2 got hooked up from a friend, also known as her upline. So thank you, everyone who's been on who was super honest with us. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's talk 2 more things before I just conclude, kind of wrap it up here. Why do I take the time to share about essential oils? I feel committed to passing the word about natural health. I think there are many people who use products unwittingly. They don't realize that what they're using may not be as effective for protecting their health and keeping them safe. I want to also help families, older people, younger people, whatever that is, to lead their best lives and to stay as healthy as they can for as long as they can. And sometimes when I talk to people and I tell them something that I've learned through doTERRA or another means, they're really amazed. I know we've got a couple of nurses and doctors on the call today. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on why you're doing this. What was your motivation? You obviously have taken a Hippocratic oath, basically an oath to protect health and really protect your patients as much as you can. But many of us who do this are not doctors or nurses. We're just lay people who care and want to create a community and feel like this is something that we're giving back. This is a way of service for us. And I don't know if I ever truly understood that until I came to doTERRA, that this was a method of serving others. So super important, I think, that our motivations, we stay true to our motivations. I think when I was first started using essential oils, I thought that it was a way really to help and serve my family. But I realized over the intervening 15 plus years that I've been doing this, this is really a way for me to help and serve my community and really society in general, because I'm helping people to stay healthier and live longer, happier lives. We do have an ebook for you. This is my little gift to you. Let's see if I can get it into the chat. Whoops. And that you're able to open it. I hope so. Worked on this last night. It is not my ebook, but it is kind of, it's a good one. I think you'll like it when you, where is my, oh, okay. I'm going to get that in the chat in a minute. In the meantime, if you want to text the word nature to 386-457, and folks, I'm not sure how this works outside of the United States. I think it will work, and I think it works on Android and Apple phones both, but if you have any problems, please don't yell at me. This is text nature. Oh, I'm sorry, nature 2 to 386-457. Anybody want to try it and give me a, tell me what you can get some more ideas and tips about reducing your toxic load. And you'll get those kind of on a regular basis. They won't swamp you with text messages, don't worry. But you know that we're undergoing a period where we're really trying to help people understand toxic load and what some of the problems are with having a heavy toxic load on your body. So we want to give you as much information as you possibly can. Okay, so let's stop this share for a second, and then let's go back to our chat, because I want to see what everybody's saying. Got a lot of comments here. Help people and not to harm. Exactly. There's our ebook. I was able to upload it. So anybody who wants a copy of the ebook, it's really pretty fun. And I hope that you can open it no matter what kind of phone you have, no matter what market you're in, you'll be able to open that ebook. If you're on the live, open up that link and let me know, even if you can't open it right now. Hopefully later on it will work just perfectly for you. So I'm going to say farewell to anybody who's on YouTube. Thank you so much for having joined us today. If you're on the live, stay on because we're going to give away some cool free products. Next week, we're going to be back talking about weekly specials and how to use them, but specifically talking about maybe some unusual uses that you've never heard of. Our weekly specials, our monthly specials, I'm sorry, are some of the best ways for you to find products at good prices because they are often reduced. We have always a 10% off special. And of course, we have our product of the month, which I was describing before, that you get when you purchase above 125 PV before the 15th of the month in your LRP. So anybody who was a 1 or a 2, I want to make sure that you're on an LRP. You have a loyalty rewards point order, and those are available all over the world. No matter where you are, you can be a loyal customer and get additional discounts. Thank you so much for everyone that was here. So happy that you're here. I will see you back here again next week. We're going to have a lot of more interesting presentations. We've got our presentations planned out until almost through convention, which is really fun. I'm not usually that so far ahead of the game, but this summer I was like, no, I'm going to get this done. I am going to be back on the road, I think, in 2 weeks. So I hope the quality of the presentations can stay pretty high, but needless to say, I'll be announcing that on in the next week or so, and you'll get a sense of what I'm going to be doing. Thank you for having been here, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye, everyone.